Hi friend, welcome to Sudah tutorial again. So, like on the last session, we already discussed what is a identifier and what is keyword. So today's session we are going to discuss what is literal and what is a string and comment. So as we know that what is a identifier previously, that identifier is a name inside your program. So you have to understand whenever writing the identifier, you have to make sure the identifier have like you have to follow specific rule to write identifier. Like example, the identifier is combination of digit, letter, like connecting punctuation like underscore and the currency symbol. Another thing, make sure that whenever you are writing identifier, make sure the first digit should not be first letter or first letter of the identifier should not be a digit like 1 2 3 4 5. It should not be anything. Okay, so that we already understand. Another thing, we last section we also discuss what is a keyword. Keyword means whenever writing any keyword, it has some specific meaning. So your virtual machine or you can say your compiler will be understand that it whenever writing keyword, it's not a user defined identifier. It is a keyword which have specific meaning. So now in this chapter, we are going to discuss what is a literal. So literal denotes a constant value, that is the value represented remain unchanged in the program. So what I am saying that it is a, whenever you are saying literal means it have some constant value and the value remain unchanged throughout the program. So we can say the literal represent numerical, like when numerical means integer or floating point number, character, boolean and string value. Okay, so null, like if you know, someone know what is null, like if you don't know, we'll discuss later also. So null is also a literal. So integer, what is integer, what is a floating point number, character, boolean will go one by one. So here I'm saying integer data type. We can say there will be four type of integer data type is there. Okay, all are int, long, byte, and short. For default data type of integer, always a int. Whenever you are writing 20, 30, 40, 50, any type of thing, by default it is a int data type. But whenever you are writing any long data type, you have to make sure you have to either write 20L, L may be small or capital. Whenever you are saying 20L means you are talking about long. Okay, long means it is a data type. You have to understand int, long, byte, and short. All are four type of data type. Okay, so it is called primitive data type. Okay, so remember that this four int, long, byte, and short, we can say it is a primitive data type. Okay, so we'll go deeply what is a primitive data type, what is a record data type, what is a object. All will go deeply in the next chapters. But today you have to only understand that the integer data type comprised of four primitive data types. One is int, long, byte, and short. But we have to remember only one thing, that whenever you are writing, whenever you are not mentioning anything like suffix l, okay, by default, the default data type of integer literal is int. So another thing, whenever saying there is no suffix or prefix available for short and byte. Like double, we have a suffix called l. So what is suffix and prefix? If you mention or if you put something previously, you can say prefix. If you put after something, we can say suffix. So prefix, you can say prefix, postfix, or suffix. So you have to understand these three concepts: what is suffix, what is prefix, and what is postfix. Okay. So next chapter of what I'm saying to you, all the integer data type. Okay, whenever I am saying 25, 28, 100, all. Okay, so it have the base 10. Best, what is said base 10? So if I am going to say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So till 9, from including 0, it is called base 10. Okay, so example I am going to say octal. Octal means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Till 7, from including 0, we can say base 8. 16, 0 to 15, we can say it is base 16. So whenever you are talking, whenever you are actually in the daily life, any day-to-day activity, whenever we are working with number systems, okay, so then we have to understand all we are talking about base 10. Okay, so not no one ever tell us anything about what is base 10. Okay, but whenever we're childhood we start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we're counting what it have some base. Okay, so you have to understand. So whenever we like do the number system topic on the like video, you'll understand the number system topic, what is base 10, what is base 8, what is base 16. So you have to understand only one thing. Okay, like whenever you are talking any normal number, the base is 10. So for octal and hexadecimal, you can say here, we can say here example 8. 8 we can say as a, the 8 is a, the base is 10. When I'm saying 0, 1, 0, it is the base is 8. And I can say 0x8, it is called hexadecimal. So you have to only remember one thing: the hexadecimal have the suffix or prefix. You can say x. What you have to say? Like it have a prefix, not suffix. You can say prefix is x. Whenever you are saying any number as a x, you have to understand it is a hexadecimal. Okay. So next thing, what I'm going to go. Another thing you have to understand also, here we have to go to next topic. Okay, so okay, so we already literal, you have to understand what is literal. Okay, what is base 8 and what is base 16. So now what I'm going to say, floating point literal. Floating point literal is nothing like, whenever it change, whenever you are working with any decimal digit, you can say it's a floating point digit. But like in our, we already saw there, we have a we have a, we have byte, short, int, int, and long. In case of the integer literal, same thing, we have two type of data types in the floating point literal. One is float or double. So by default, like we saw on the last topic, that in the integer literal, the default data type is the int, but here the default data type is double. Okay, so whenever you are saying any double, by default, like it may or may not be, you have to write suffix is d. Okay, so for floating point, the suffix is f. So you have to understand that there are two type of data type in the floating. One is float and double. By default, it is, by default the data type of the floating point is a double. Another thing, you also, you also mention the exponential e as a like scientific notation. If you have a scientific calculator, you have to see whenever the big letter coming, it will become as exponential like exponential function is there, correct? Whenever it's a big letter, small function will come, it will come as a logarithm format. So what I'm going to say here, you people, that It also support the exponential, okay, notation in the floating point. Boolean literal, it have nothing. It have, you have to say truth. You have to understand either true or false. The two value of the boolean literal, one is true, another is false. So next topic is the character literal. Correct whenever writing any character literal, you have to make sure it is surrounded with a single quote. Only another thing, the character in the Java is the 16-bit Unicode. The 16-bit Unicode is there, but you have to make sure, you have to understand that the this 16, whenever you are seeing any character, it is actually represent a Unicode character. Okay, so if you see the escape character, also escape is also character. You can say the U0020, you can say space one, like whenever writing this escape character or this unicode, it means it is one. A means 0, U0041. Okay, so another thing we have also represent of like this black backspace, horizontal tab, everything in your character is a unicode. Even if you see a, or the unicode digit is 41 for capital A. So this is called literal. So next topic we'll go for string and the comment. So I think today we understand what is literal, what is floating point literal, what is integer literal. Okay, next topic we're going to then what is character literal. So next topic we're going to start string. Thank you for watching the video.